Yes, people. I am back. So today we're going to be discussing, obviously, what I said on the, thumbnails. I said, like, how are we going to win the league this coming season? What can I put? How can I put my point of view towards it? And see what ways we can go in to win the league. And let me give you a heads up first of all, people. Shaqiri today has announced that he no longer wants to be at Liverpool. So Fabrizio Romano, as you guys know, is a renowned journalist, and he's like a great person to follow around in regards to transfers with players. And if you want to find out, like, if there's a player coming to a football club or the player wants to leave and all that stuff, he's the person that's always gets it right. If you look at the Konate transfer, he done it way before everyone else, and it came true. So that's the person that's let this out today. So Shaqiri says, I told Liverpool board I feel ready for a new challenge. That's understandable. He doesn't play a lot at Liverpool Football Club, so we have to see where he's coming from and understand his point of view. Because if you look at Shaqiri is like one of the best players. Let's just be honest. Probably before he came, he was one of the best players in world football, and he doesn't get a lot of chance at Liverpool. Like Salah is already taking that position. Firmino has got one position, and Mane's got the other position, so he can't really take over those places. Yes, he's a number 10, but we don't play with the number 10. We play like 4-3-3, and he doesn't fit anywhere in that system. I'll be like unhappy for him to leave, but I understand where he's coming from, because he needs first team football. But he's not a young man. Is he 28, 29 now? So he's at that age that he needs to go and find a home, and we find someone else in his place that's gonna be like more beneficial for our title aspirations, Champions League aspirations, domestics as well. That's what we need for next season. And unfortunately, Shaqiri had his time at Liverpool, and we're gonna thank him for what he's done for us. And it's time to go, man. It's time to go. And I agree with him, 100%. I agree with him. I've got a little surprise for you people. I think everybody's gonna be happy with this one. See this man? He's in contention for the Hertha Berlin game on Thursday. What do you guys think about it? I can't believe it. Virgil is coming back, people. He's in contention for the Hertha Berlin game on Thursday. So basically, each time that days go by, he's getting closer to the first team. I can't believe it. Honestly, I can't believe it. The determination of this guy. The guy wants to be back and firing for us. If we have any title aspiration, this man has to be fit. And listen, a lot of people used to say to me, I watched Liverpool obviously a long time ago. I know Jockey, Alan Hansen. In my opinion, I've watched both. Obviously, I was a bit younger when I watched Alan Hansen. I watched both, but this guy, to me, is the best defender at Liverpool I've ever seen in my lifetime, anyway. A lot of people can say Jockey Alan Hansen is the greatest defender, but I think this guy, he's got everything. What hasn't Van Dijk got that other defenders, don't have? Come on. He's got everything in his power. Like, he's got aerial strength, football ability, pace, power, everything you could think of in a footballer. Van Dijk has got it. And which Alan Hansen didn't have all that. He had good footballing ability. He was good aerially, but pace-wise, he wasn't as fast as Van Dijk. And long passes, he wasn't as good as Van Dijk. So really, listen, Van Dijk competes with Lionel Messi and Ronaldo in the world stage for the Ballon d'Ors and all that stuff. When did any other Liverpool defender ever compete with that? No, never happened. Let's look into the live chat. Yes, Caspar. Yes, Aziz. Yes, John. I'm good, mate. I'm really good, man. I'm doing this on a daily basis, so we could raise our actual, subscribers and likes and all that stuff. So please, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscription button, hit that notification button as well. And I hope my sound is much better than yesterday, because when I started yesterday, it wasn't very good. Varane is confirmed. Well, is Varane what Man United need? I don't know. Is he going to be like a world player in the Premier League? Is he going to be like Van Dijk? I don't think so. You saw him in the Euros. You know, I mean, he's just another defender, man. He's not really, what wows you when you see him. Yes, Fozzie, he has to go. Yeah, Shaqiri. Yep. Jade, how are you? Thank you for tuning in, by the way. Hello, Fozzie and chat. Thank you very much, Jade. It's better than a new signing. Yes, 100%, Jade. He's everything to us. Without Van Dijk, we can't win a league title. Let's be honest there, people. We tried it last season, it didn't work. Come on, let's just be realistic here. Big man's back. Yes, I am back, Abdul. All good with Sam today. Yes. Yesterday was awful. I couldn't believe it, man. It was one of those things that hardly happens to me. And it just went, like, the sound just went for some reason. I was like the Terminator. I'll be back. Like that. I was rubbish at it, man. I couldn't believe it. So, what we're going to discuss is Liverpool Football Club and how we can win the title. How can we win the title, people? This is our first 11, first of all. Okay. We need to understand, can this team here win the league title? Yes, they can. But the thing is, they have to be in tip-top condition. They have to be fit throughout the season. So you look at the back five. You look at Alisson, hardly fit in the season, but he can like be the winner in certain games. You look at Kanate. I heard he's injury prone in Germany when he was playing for Leipzig, but you don't know. He's only 21, so he come on, man. Time's on his side, so he can make the team even more dominant in defense. And you got Van Dijk, hardly injured apart from the horrific injury that he received from Pickford. You got Robertson, always plays. Trent in and out, but he's mostly fit. Fabinho in and out. I can't say much about that, but there's other players that could cover that position, like Henderson or Thiago. So they could actually help each other in there. And you got Thiago and Henderson like this as well. Mainly Henderson is more like the one I worry about, because he's hardly fit in a season. Like he doesn't complete a season, if you know what I mean. And then you got the front three. Salah always fit. Firmino in and out. Mane always fit as well. So it depends how this team, like when we won the league a couple of seasons ago. Why did we win the league? Because we was consistent and we didn't rely on other teams. That's what we need to do this season. We can't rely on other teams. We can't say we're going to win the league. So we're going to challenge for the league. And we want Man United to beat Man City. That ain't going to happen. You know what I mean? We have to just win our games on a consistent basis. That's why we won the league this couple of seasons ago, because we didn't trust anyone around us. Yes, Liverpool have issues when they're like head-to-head with a race, on a race for a title. And we always get a screw job. I remember the season where we missed 1 point. 1 point we missed from the league title. It's because of that Leicester game, in my opinion, when we drew 1-1. And we should have won. Keita should have had a penalty. Maguire should have got sent off for Leicester, but it didn't happen. So when we're like head-to-head, we need to worry about what can happen with referees and the Premier League, because they will find a screw job along the way, as we all know. So with this team, I think we can win the league, but we need to add to that. We need like a creative player. We need a striker that could put the ball at the back of the net, like five chances, scores 4. And we need a central midfielder that could cover all 3 positions as well. So we can't really rely on injury-prone players. From what I've heard, Liverpool are chasing a couple of players. They need at least 2 players for the team. I'm hoping there's a striker and a midfielder, and we could see where we can go from there. But listen, we can challenge for the title, people. We was like, 17 points behind City last season. They won it with 86 points. Obviously, they lost a couple of games because they put the foot off the gas. Are we better than City if we have our first 11? In my honest opinion, 100% we're better than City. But our first 11 has to stay fit and they have to be on form. If we're not doing any of that, then we could kiss away titles and probably try for top 4, and then we'll see where we could go from there. Like I said, in order for us to win this title, we have to be consistent. If we're not consistent enough, we're going to be in trouble. And our squad is very, very low as well. We can't rely on players coming off the bench. Let me give you our second team. This is our second team. How can we rely on that, people? Look at the players. Look at the actual players we got on the second team. Minamino. So this is the third team. Apologies. This is not the second team. This is the second team. It comes up. No. Oh, damn. Hang on, people. Let me get the second team up on there, because we still got some deadwood in the team that we need to get rid of. Hopefully one day. Origi has to go. I've defended him a lot of times in the past, but he just doesn't do it for me anymore. You know what I mean? What are you doing here? Why don't you perform on a regular basis and show the world you're here to compete for the first team position? He doesn't do that, Origi. You know what I mean? So it makes it difficult for himself to make the team even better. I haven't got that team with me at the moment. I'll get it up next time anyway. Yeah, so if you look at the team we got, our first team, yes, we can compete for a title, but we need more ammunition to compete with City and Man United. Am I worried about Man United? I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. They could buy Sancho, they could buy Varane, but player for player, I think we're better. I think, honestly, God, I think we're better player for player, and I don't think they compete with us in any way, shape, or form if our players are 100% fit. So let's look at the table. Yeah, let's look at the table. This is the table I can see here. Last season. So let's look at the points difference. It's not a lot. We lost 9. Don't forget, Man City lost 9 the season we won the Premier League as well. So we lost similar games, and then they recovered and won the league. We lost this league last season because obviously we had injuries, but throughout the year, we was on top. And then when it came to 2021, we just drifted away and we lost our league because injuries hit our team. And it's always going to happen. Things like that always happens, and it's just how you come back from it and what players you sign. We signed Ben Davies and Kabak. Not good enough. I'm sorry. Ben Davies and Kabak are not Liverpool players. Let's just be honest here. One has gone back to Schalke. The other one is still here at Liverpool, and apparently a lot of teams want him, so he might be leaving during the transfer window to raise money for players to come in. I can't see anything other than Liverpool and Man City competing for the title. That's if our players are fully fit. What is it? 17 points. We can do that. I honestly think we can recover the 17 points, and I just hope Van Dijk stays fit throughout the season and doesn't drift away and feels pain in his knees, because the last thing we want is Van Dijk going off again and then he's going to disappear for a while. They took the precaution with him. They took caution with him. They have been careful with him, and we have to see if he's going to be consistent enough to actually compete for the first team spot. Yes, Matip is back. Yes, we've got Phillips, but what's beyond that? You know what I mean? There ain't a lot. And you know about Matip, he's going to be probably injured during the season, and something's going to go dramatic with him. It worries me. It worries me still, man. Because I don't believe in players like this is going to stay for the remainder of the season with us. Let's go back to the live chat and see what's happening here. Casper, have you have to be scared of Man United new signing Varane and Sancho, and now looking for a midfielder and a backup right back? Am I afraid of Man United? No, I can't be. I can't be afraid of Man United, bro. Because you got to think about it. Man United, what's changed? Okay, you bought Sancho in the right wing. I think Greenwood's better than Sancho. He's better than Sancho in the right wing. Okay, Varane is at the back. I think Bailly, when he's fully fit, is better than Varane. You know what I mean? So Varane, you're talking about Varane is a world-class defender that's going to batter every. Listen, you saw Real Madrid last season. They're not, and you saw him in the Euros. He's not all that. You know what I mean? if you're going to pay a large amount of money for a defender like that, then you got a problem, man. You need younger defenders. You need strong, like what Liverpool bought, a Konate kind of defender, a guy who's going to be strong at the back and is going to be competing for the actual balls, and is going to be here for longevity. If you haven't got longevity, then what's the point? What is the actual point? I think Varane's about 28, 29 now. He's not a young man anymore. There we go. Lennon is back on. Okay. He's talking about Nat Phillips, Van Dijk, obviously. Nat Phillips should be a starter. Nat Phillips should be a starter. I don't know. Listen, a lot of people have said he's one of those defenders that that's going to be sold to Brighton. I don't know. I don't really know if he's going to be sold to Brighton. I don't want him to go to Brighton either. I want him to stay. Out of all the defenders we got, he deserves Champions League football more than most, because he came in when nobody gave him hope in hell to play for Liverpool Football Club. And he turned things around and made us into actual top 4 contenders. We were 7th not so long ago. We was below that not so long ago. You got to think about things like that, people. Nithaldini, Van Phillips, they keep giving him names on a regular basis. Abdul says, yes, Caspar, man, you done some good signings so far. I'm hoping there's more to come for LFC too. There will be. There has to be 2 signings, like I said. From what Melissa already said, and the rest of the close reporters to Liverpool said, there's going to be at least 2 signings for Liverpool, and I'm hoping that's true. I'm really hoping that's true. People, if you joined in this actual chat, so please, if you're new, like, share, subscribe. If you're on other platforms like Twitter and Facebook, come to our YouTube channel and subscribe as well. Much appreciated from everyone that tuned in today. Casper says, our squad depth is better than yours as well. I don't think so, mate. Like, if you look at our second team that's there now, there's no way. Shaqiri, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Origi, Phillips, Matip. You know what I mean? The list goes on and on. You got Kelleher in goal. You got Adrian in goal. So you can't really say you're better than us in that kind of way. I don't think you are, mate. I honestly don't think. If our team is fully fit, I think we could blow you guys out of the water. Come on. We had our reserve team go to Old Trafford last season and batter Man United 4-2. Even our first teamers couldn't beat Man United back in the day. Our reserve team went down there and beat you guys. Think about that, mate. Now we've got the first teamers back. Can you imagine what damage we can cause you? Casper says, I don't hope good things to come for Liverpool, but I would love a Man United LFC title race. It's never happened. Since I was alive, in my young days, I can't remember Liverpool and Man United ever competing for a title. And obviously, Premier League is made for Man United. Don't forget, people. Like, if you look at Man United, let me give you a history lesson here. Premier League wasn't made for Liverpool. Premier League was made for teams like Man United. Man United only had 7 titles in the old First Division. 7. Liverpool had 18 by that time. That's how the distance was. So the actual FA, the Football League, stuff back in the day, the First Division, they needed something to be competitive in this league, because we was too much alike Spanish football and Italian football. One team always dominating, winning the league on a regular basis, and it was getting boring. At one stage, I remember a reporter asked Kenny Dalglish, Kenny, what can you do if no one's competing for the title with you guys? You guys are way ahead of everyone else. He said, it's not our fault. I mean, they have to do something. And what happened? They created the Premier League, and Man United have been the number 1 for the Premier League since today. And Sky have backed them throughout that time. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, some leagues are not made. This is not Liverpool's league. This has always been Man United's league, and they found a way to make them number 1 team in the country. In my opinion, they're not the number 1 team. Liverpool's always going to be the number 1 team, because we've got more titles than them. Obviously, 1 league title difference they got in the Premier League. But if you look at all the other stuff, we've got more than that. If you add everything up, minus the Community Shield, Liverpool smashing it out of the water. Aziz says, no more injuries, please. I don't want injuries to happen to us, man. Because as I said, in order for us to win the league, we need to keep these players playing on a regular basis. If they don't play on a regular basis, you might as well just kiss away the title. We need to add to this team. We need to add to this team. We can't really cope with injury-prone players on a regular basis next season, people. You could prove me wrong, but we do need to add to this team. Matip, Gomez are always in danger, though. Yeah, they are in danger, 100%. But I'm not like crying about it. I think Gomez is going to be competing for the right back position. We've got too many centre backs now, so he's got to compete with Trent. And Trent has to raise his game on a regular basis. If he doesn't raise his game on a regular basis, then then everybody's going to ask questions. Is he the right back for England? Is he the right back for Liverpool? I mean, he needs to, from the last 10 games last season, that was the Trent we was looking for the majority of the season. He dominated that right back position. He showed he is the number one right back in world football that season as well. So yeah, that's what he's got to do. He's got to do it on a regular. That's why I prefer Gomez to play in the right back position as well. You look at Casper says Varane is world class, fam. To a certain extent, yeah. But is he a Van Dijk? Is he a Matip when he's fully fit? Is he Konate? I don't think so, mate. He's all right. But I think you need more powerful defense than Varane. You know what I mean? Varane is a Real Madrid. I don't know if he's a reject or whatever it is. He doesn't convince me to be a world beater. I just got to be honest. I don't think Varane is a world beater. He's a thin guy. Like if a strong striker facing, I think he's going to bully him. And I mean, he's going to get bullied. In the Premier League, you know what I mean? There's no forgiving here. You're going to get bullied no matter what. You're going to get bullied. Lennon says he's a Brexit defender, and that is good. Yeah, listen, I'm not here to trash Varane. I'm not. Lennon says no one of this ball playing centre back nonsense. Oh yeah, I don't know. Listen, I don't want to speak about Varane anymore, and it's more to do with us because I want to tell you guys how we can win the league next season. Greenwood is not better than Sancho, and only Maguire is better than Varane. Anthony says. Let me ask you a question, mate. Like Anthony, if you want like 10 goals a season, is Sancho versus Greenwood? Who would you put your money on? That's what I want to ask you. If you're still on there, Greenwood and Sancho. If you want 10 goals in this season, coming season. Who would get you that 10 goals? Is it going to be Sancho or Greenwood? That's what I want to ask you. Yeah, so people like I always say, please, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscription button, hit that like button, and hit the notification button as well. I need your help, and I'll bring some more contents like this. So this is what I want Liverpool to do next season. We need to go back to this season. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, let's see if I can get it back. Where is it? Sorry, people, just bear with me. We need to go back to this season's form. I know it's a lot to ask. I know it's a lot to ask. But that season was amazing. I'll tell you why. How many games we lost? Hang on. We lost 3 games, but by that time we won the title. Don't forget that. We lost 3 games, but by that time we won the title. What we done is kick the ball running. We just won. Not like those kind of games like we played against Aston Villa last season and lose 7-2. But we got the ball running. We just won. We just couldn't stop winning. And that's what we need to go back to. Like I've always said, we can't go back to the situation that we have to rely on Man United to beat Man City, Chelsea to beat Man City, Chelsea to beat Man United. We can't rely on shit like that. Enough, man. We need to get away from things like that. So, in order for us to win the title next season, like this is what I say. We need our players to be consistently fit. That's number one. We need a couple of players to bolster the squad so we could have that extra energy to win the league as well. And we need the manager to be like headstrong, because if you look at last season, he made a lot of mistakes. He put like 2 central midfielders in a centre back position. That ain't gonna work. It's not gonna happen. I mean, he only realised at the last 10 games that you play Reece Williams and Nat Phillips at the back. That's too late. You got to play your centre backs that you got on the club as centre backs, not midfielders as centre backs. You played Fabinho in front of that defence. What happened? We kept clean sheets. He intercepted important passes. Thiago became like the Thiago we all love, and the Ronaldo was there, obviously done his bits, and then you got Curtis Jones, you've got Henderson, you've got Oxlade-Chamberlain. They're all done their bits. So that's what we need to do. I don't want to see Fabinho at the back anymore. Enough, man. We've got enough defenders now. Play the players in their right positions on a consistent basis, and I swear to you, we will challenge for the title and blow it away out of the water. Out of the water. I believe in our squad, if we're fully fit, I think we're better than City. I swear to you. They even want to sell Bernardo Silva. Okay, they get Jack Grealish, they get Harry Kane. How do we know they're going to make any difference in that club? They had Aguero, people. They had Aguero. Come on, man. And you know, Sane in their team not so long ago. Are you telling me Jack Grealish and Harry Kane are better than Aguero and Sane? Of course not. 100% no. That can't be true. You know what I mean? So yes, people, like I've always said, we can challenge next season, but we have to be consistent in the pitch. We have to have the right players there, and make sure they don't pick up a lot of injuries as well. Give them a rest here and there. You don't have to play them every game. Like Robertson and Tsimikas, switch them. You can't keep playing Robertson on a consistent basis. If you look at Robertson last season, he wasn't the Robertson we all know. He was struggling majority of the season. There was no crosses coming into the box anymore. So we need Tsimikas to challenge him for that spot on a regular basis as well. Trent, you got Gomez now. If you want a tight game that nobody can get past our defense, you put Gomez as a right back. Things like that has to happen, people. It has to happen. Let's go back to the chat. There's Anthony. He said we still need a forward and midfielder. Yeah, Man United do need a forward and midfielder. But let me just be honest with you, Anthony. Like, if you look at Man United, mate, and you look at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as a manager, every team wants to face you. Every team are happy to face you, to beat you. There's no fear. I don't fear Man United anymore. Alex Ferguson there, I would have shit my pants. I mean, Mourinho in his prime, I would have shit my pants. But if you got Solskjaer, the manager, let's bail here, man. Let's bail. So you think Sancho is better than Greenwood, like goal scoring wise? So you think like Sancho will get more goals than Greenwood? Mate, you need to think again, man. Honestly, start thinking again. Start thinking again. There's no way Sancho can get more goals than Greenwood. No freaking way. And I don't think. Listen, fully fit Liverpool is going to blow the Premier League out of the water. So that's what we need to do, Liverpool fans. Next season, this team here has to stay fit throughout the season. If they don't stay fit, then we could kiss away our league title. But we still need those two players to come in and bluster our squad and make us stronger, you know what I mean? And so we can compete for the actual Premier League. I hope you enjoyed this, people. Please hit that subscription button. Hit that like button as well, and hit that notification button, because every single time I come on, either live or upload the video, it would alert you on a regular basis. Thank you for tuning in, people. Honestly, it helps me come on a regular basis as well. I've been doing this like for a consistent basis. I said daily news and talk about other teams, talk about our team, what we need to do next season, and you know what we don't need to do next season. So I'll keep bringing it up, little transfer like news as well, and you know, like updates on our current players, where they're gonna go, what club they want to go to, you know, things like that. I will bring it on a regular basis. Honestly, people, thank you for tuning in. Please, like I always say, hit that like button, hit that subscription button, hit that notification button. I hope you enjoyed this. I didn't mess up this time. At least I put the actual team on the screen, and this, hopefully the sound was even better. Yes, people, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Honestly, thank you very much. See you soon.